Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest episode of the Tribble Timewarp. My name is Yuzral, and we'll start with a very odd little visual bug that's crept in. Put a starship in reverse on Tribble and watch the star streaks. Yeah, it appears that they don't care how your ship is moving, they will always proceed to drive by you as though you are flying forwards, which is a bit of a problem when you're actually in reverse. I can only assume that something really exciting is going on in Eta Eridani, and even the stars want to be part of it. Why, I don't know. The place has gone downhill recently. Klingons, Davidians, you name it, property prices are through the floor. Anyway, business of today's video is Emancipation, the new Deferi / Breen daily. Yes, it appears that the Breen are still using slaves for mining, and doing it in a rather inefficient manner as well. Incidentally, I have no idea if those info boxes are optional on star systems, but please, can we not have them pop up directly over your ship? Oh, and it looks as though somebody cloaked the entire Zarya system. That may just be a bug on my client, I am not sure. Anyway, that looks gorgeous. Full marks to the environment artists. They do indeed know their stuff. Anyway, we'll beam down to the mining facility. No doubt we'll have to clean out a few Breen, rescue a few Deferi, probably junk the place thoroughly, all in a day's work if you're Starfleet. And yeah, wait a second. I've been here before. I know this map. Yes, folks, this is apparently the same facility that we raided back in Series 1 when we were dealing with the Breen for the first time. Oh dear. Ugh. Cryptic. What is going on? I remember that mission. You had to kill a load of Breen, you had to defeat a boss, and you had to rescue some prisoners, except, oh god. Okay, what is going on here? Let's recap, shall we? Because this is lazy design. Not only is it recycled content, it is dumbed down content. That first room, those cells, initially, you couldn't just beam the prisoners out. You couldn't just rescue the Deferi with a simple tricorder scan. You had to interrupt the power to the cells. Now, come on, Cryptic, you were doing so well with your level design. Oh dear, let's see. Science captains could maybe hack the computers for the cells and drop the force fields. Engineering, switch off the power. Tactical, well, there's always going to be room for high explosives. And on another note, I really have to comment that these are some of the most determined Deferi slaves ever. I mean, really. You would think, would you not, that when a heavily armed Starfleet away team barges in and distracts the guards, that as a Deferi slave with no restraints, no manacles, and presumably some mining gear, although in this case apparently they're using their bare hands, that you would endeavour to inflict a little, well, balance on the Breen. But no, they keep digging. Some confidence in the rescue. And while we're at it, what's gone on with the pathing for the AI here? One of my bridge officers is hooked up on a support strut back in the corridor. Another one is hooked up on a strut in the first room. And, well, you can see what the Breen and that Vulcan are doing. Oh, God, is there some horrible pheromone attraction being admitted by these mining struts? Oh, am I the only one who is somehow immune to it? Weird little effect of that power-up aura as well. This mission really needs work. Anyway, I'm sure that isn't ethical for Starfleet officer, but let's just do it. So, hoover up the loot. Mark 11 whites, fairly unsubstantial. And let's go round up the little lost lambs. You'll notice that I've left the medic back in the first room. It has to be said, at this point on my playthrough, I hadn't noticed that she was missing. Yes, that was the machine, in case you have forgotten, which you had to use to initially interrupt the whatever it was. It was part of the MacGuffin in the story mission. Oh dear. So, where do we start? Oh yes, the sprint time has been increased as well. We no longer have the cardiac endurance of a decrepit grandmother. And, oh look, we're playing Hump the Mining Strut again! Ugh. I have no idea how the AI navigates these rooms. I assume it is some sort of auto-generated node network, that it will go from node to node within the environment, but oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Oh, this is comical. I've even got this on double speed and I'm still bored. There is no innovation here. There is no difference. This is going back to the bad old days of Season 1 and the prologue. Oh yeah, and not only have I got one bridge officer hooked up on the environment back in the first room, another one was running around with no equipment. Okay, so we've established that the environment needs work. The AI is either bugging with this map or the map itself is not properly noded and set up for the AI. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And that the mission is perhaps a touch too easy because, well, yeah. Okay, so do I have the entire Breen party beating on me at this point? Because that's the only point in this mission which I'm in actual danger. And it looks as though I'm the only person fighting. Well, there's one phaser turret over there that's making a valiant effort. I'll give them that. Can I have this guy Lieutenant Commander Phaser Turret 2? He's putting in more of a showing than some of my actual bridge officers, that's for certain. So, how would we go about improving this? Because it's not really fair to beat on a developer or a mission without coming up with ways to improve it. Well, first off, I changed the cells puzzle around. As I said, tactical officers have a bit of a bind because their option is always going to be shoot this, blow this up, or intimidate someone in conversation. Science officers, well, those force fields are presumably computer controlled, so let's gimmick the computers into releasing the fields, etc, etc. Engineering officers obviously just turn off the power. Let's face it, simplest problem with anything, pull the plug if it's technological. Again, we've got the Deferi slaves here, and this is another thing that could stand improvement because, of course, we've established that the Deferi are pacifists. Actually, they're more... Actually, can we go beyond pacifist and just say total wusses? Starfleet's technically pacifist, but that doesn't stop us breaking out the phasers and kicking arse every so often. But why not have the slaves jump in and engage the Breen? Okay, they might well achieve absolutely sweet FA, but at least it would give the impression that they were helping, that they were not just cowering in a corner. And while you're at it, if you do nothing else cryptic, please just tag this objective. Maybe bother to explain as well why we are nicking these crates. I mean, okay, mass murder, but apparently we're going for light larceny as well. Right, so where do we go from here? Well, yeah, Sierra's happy, that's something I suppose. And, oh, that's how you get rid of that. But, oh dear, cryptic, this mission needs work. Anyway, I shall see you next time.